moving on to our next lesson. And this lesson is all about digraphs. SH, CH, or sometimes at the end of a word, TCH, PH, and WH. Last week before Christmas break, we did TH. That's also a digraph. Remember, a digraph has two consonants side by side, but they make a whole new sound, right? Just like that TH made a whole new sound. All right, so let's look at the first one. The first digraph is SH. When you see an S and an H together, the S no longer says S, and the H doesn't say H. They go together to make a whole new sound. That's why it's called a digraph. All right, and it says shh. Make that sound with me. Shh. I call that the teacher telling her students to be quiet sound. Shh, shh, shh. And that sound can be stretched out for a long time like this. Shh. It can keep going and going and going. And I drew a little picture of a ship right there, okay? SH says shh. Our next digraph is CH, okay? When you see C right in front of an H, the C no longer says K, and the H no longer says H. It makes a whole new sound. That's what a digraph is. So this sound for CH is ch, like chop. I drew a picture of an axe to help you remember. Ch, ch, chop. And you cannot stretch out this sound. Remember, I told you SH, you can stretch it out for a long time. Shh. CH is very quick. Ch, just like that. Okay? It's a very quick sound. Ch. CH says ch, like chop. Now, if you hear ch at the beginning of the word, you always use a CH. But if you hear ch at the end of a word, sometimes you have to put a T in front of it, and we still put an arc under it, but we don't hear the T sound. It still just says ch, okay? This says ch, and TCH says ch at the end of a word, okay? All right, let's move on to our next digraph, PH. Okay, when you see a P in front of an H, the P no longer says P, and the H no longer says H. It makes a whole new sound, and it is F, okay, like photograph. Starts with the letters PH, and it makes the F sound. All right, there aren't very many words that are going to be working on with the PH. Most of the words that have PH are really long, bigger words that we haven't learned yet. So there's only one word down here in the table that has a PH in it. It's at the end of the word. So most of the time, if you hear a F in a word, you're going to spell it with just an F. All right, one more. WH. Now, WH is kind of tricky because it just makes its regular O sound, wh, wh. Okay, most of the time if you hear W, you're going to just write a W, but there are some words that have a WH, but it still makes the same sound as just a W, W, okay? WH says W. All right, let's go down here and look at our slides. We mark a slide, we have an SH, sh, mark our vowel, I, put an arrow under it and blend it together, sh, CH, ch, short vowel O, ah, cha. PH says what? F. Mark your vowel ah, put an arrow under it, fa. WH, wh. Mark your vowel I, slide them together, wi. SH, sh. Your vowel ah, slide them together, sha. CH, ch. Mark your vowel, ah, slide them together, cha, cha. All right, let's look at some words. Okay, are you ready? Do you have your pencils or your markers? Do you have your paper ready to go? All right, let's do these together. Are you ready? Let's start with this first word. Let's put an arc under our SH. We know that says shh. Let's mark our vowel I, and let's do the slide. Ship, ship, ship. Good. Next one, when we're marking our word, first thing we see is this vowel A that says ah, and this time the ch sound is at the end with a TCH. Remember I told you up here at the top that TCH at the end of a word makes the same sound as just a CH. It says ch all goes together and says ch. So let's do our slide first, the P-A slide, pa, and let's add on our digraph sound, patch, patch. Good. Next word has a W-H, wh, and there's I. Let's slide those together and add on our ending sound, whiz, whiz. He is a whiz at math. Next word, S-H, sh. There's our short vowel U, let's slide it, shut, shut. Please shut the door. The next word starts with the vowel A, and we see the SH is at the end of the word this time. All right, so there's no slide because there's no consonant at the beginning. Let's start with our vowel sound, ash, ash. Next word, the first thing we come to mark is this vowel A, and then we see a TCH at the end that says ch. All right, let's do our slide. Ready? C-A, catch, catch. Very good. All right, we're going to move a little faster, so keep up. Let's mark our vowel, I, and our CH, ch. All right, let's slide it together. Rich, rich. All right, next word starts with the CH digraph, ch. There's our vowel A. Let's slide it. Chop, chop. Moving on. Oh, on this word, we got to mark our R blend first, G-R, grr, and then our vowel, then our PH. Let's slide our G-R-A together. Graph, graph. Remember that PH says f, graph, and that's our only word that we're going to work on right now with the PH, graph. All right, let's keep going. This word starts with a CH, ch, I, chimp, chimp. Chimp is a monkey. Next word, SH, sh, shed, shed. We put our tools in the shed. Okay, next word, we mark our L first, we mark our vowel E first. It says and at the end of this word, we have just a CH. It's not a TCH this time, it's a CH. So we will have to make this L sound. So let's do our slide first. Be, let's add the L. Bell, belch, belch. When you belch, you say, excuse me, all right? Okay, let's go down to the next row. Here we go. Mark your vowel A, and there's that TCH at the end. Here we go. Match, match. Next word, you mark your A first. It comes first. If you're moving from the left to the right, mark your A first, then the SH. Cash, cash. WH at the beginning. There's your vowel I. Whip, whip, whip. Like you whip up a batch of cookies. All right, next word. Oops, sorry, I'm moving this around a lot. All right, mark your vowel and then the SH at the end. Ready? Let's slide it together. Fish, fish. Next word, mark your vowel and your SH at the end. Mash, mash. And the next word, the WH at the beginning. And mark your vowel. Whiff, whiff. When you get a whiff of something, you smell it. Whiff. All right, let's go down to this row. This word right here starts with an SH, and there's our vowel E. If we took those L's off, that would be the word she, wouldn't it? But we're not. It's not the little word she. We're blending this with a short vowel sound, she, shell, shell. Next word has two digraphs. One at the beginning, WH, and CH at the end. Which, which. And this is the kind of which one that you use to ask a question. Which one do you want? Which one is your favorite? All right, next word. All right, we see a S blend, ST. Then we have our vowel. Then what do we have at the end of the word? TCH. That says ch. Okay, let's blend our STI together. Stitch, stitch. Very good. When you stitch something up, you close it, you use a needle and thread, and you sew it up. Next word, SH says sh. Blend it with the ah, shop. Good. Well, this word starts with the vowel I. I see a consonant in there and then a CH without the T. So the N, we have to make the N sound. So first we're going to slide the I into the N. Inch, inch, inch. Okay. Next word. Mark your E, CH at the end, and don't forget to make this N sound. Let's start with this BE slide. Be, ben, bench, bench. Sit on the bench. All right, we're going to go down to the last row. WH, wh. There's your vowel. Whim, whim. If you do something on a whim, it means you don't plan for it. You just do it. Next word. There's your vowel, TCH, itch, itch. Okay, we're almost done. All right, here we go. CH, mark your value. Let's slide it. Chum, chump, chump. And here's a word with a WH, and then your vowel. Let's slide it. When, CH, and then we have a CK at the end. Remember what CK says? CK just says the same thing that C says, the same thing that K says. K. Here we go. Chick, chick. And our last one starts with the S blend, SPL. Then we have our vowel. Then we have a SH at the end. Sp, ol, splah. There's our slide. Splash, splash. Boys and girls, you did a very nice job. I want you to pause the video and go back and practice reading these words one time by yourself. Nice job.